Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Titan Quest 2 demo version. It's like this is a super private preview that I guess I've been given access to. I think some people can get access to it, but I don't actually know the process. But THQ Nordic was kind enough to send me a copy, so sure, let's check it out. I love Titan Quest. I love Grim Dawn. That's the real answer. I absolutely adore Grim Dawn. I thought Titan Quest was great when I was younger. We could just be... Oh, I like this man. I like all of these men, actually. Wow, you can do some, like, you could be a lot of different body types. I'm actually going to say that's awesome. Not enough games give you this level of, like, man shape. And, like, I'm sure they're actually pretty... yeah, actually, they've got a decent coverage. I'd say the men are a little bit more broad. But, like, you don't usually see this kind of chunky man type in games. So I'm going to be this guy because I love his beard. I think we might be able to do more customization once the game is actually out, but for now, I don't know, I love this guy. He's got a little bit of like a pucker too. He's offended. Somebody called him names. It was probably Zeus. Zeus turned into a swan and then just flew around insulting him for a week. Alright, what am I up to? I don't know.
Sing muses of faith and the mortal, watched by the gods on Prote Island, where the story begins.
I like it how we just walk across this bridge and immediately it's time to duke it out with an eagle. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to turn up the volume so we can actually hear the audio. Oh boy, I am actually dying. Okay, good. I recover HP. Oh, it's telling me use the health potion to heal, of course. Gods have given me spoils, we get axe. Sure. Oh, and we've got the classic inventory style, perfect. Yeah, this looks real nice.
Prepared him for the hunt.
Yeah, getting the actual audio balance might take a little bit of work here.
A griffin. It's getting more aggressive. The griffin grows more dangerous every day. Its mad cult of worshippers keeps growing. It's time we hunted it down. Are you ready?
Ready.
Good. But first, there's something I must show you. I'll explain on the way. The time has come for you to prove yourself. Today we hunt the griffin, but before that, remember the shrine at the end of the beach? Let's go.
If you somehow haven't seen Grim Dawn or Titan Quest before, it's very much your kind of standard hack and slash action RPGs. Very much in the same vein as Diablo. I would say, I think I loved... Well, Grim Dawn is absolutely my favorite of the hack and slash action RPGs. I gotta go back and like put some time into Path of Exile 2 because I've heard very good things about it. And I enjoyed what little time I put into it, but just been busy. But seeing kind of an old favorite of mine realized in such fidelity is extremely charming. Right, it wants me to look at the map. I should probably look at the map and actually throw on the armor. There we go.
A long time. I have just one more thing to teach you.
I do really appreciate that, you know, our entire, like, experience so far has been cross a bridge, fight a bird, fight a pig, duke it out with crabs. I love the fact that my hits actually do have a bit of an AoE swing to them, too. That's super nice.
You've been practicing.
Just from the perspective of, like, I don't know. If I'm swinging a weapon, I might as well actually have it take, like, you know, take a chunk out of things in front of me. Now, it doesn't look like I can open up the quick map, at least not with standard tab. So it might be something else or not. How many healing potions do I have? Whoops. Is this something I gotta worry about a little bit? And yeah, the character visuals definitely feel a lot better. Not to say that, like, Titan Quest 1 looked bad, but even the, like, HD version looks kind of rough. Let's see. I mean, it shows its age, is what it is. It's not really, like, anything wrong with older games, but this just blows it out of the water, and as it should. Okay, so we got attribute points. But I don't have a class yet, so I don't know if I want to do any of these yet. So we have agility, light armor, medium armor, fast weapons, poison and lightning damage. Oh, so this affects these two stats. So might affects fitness and resolve, and then vigor affects all three. So fire and cold, poison and lightning, strike and pierce. Okay, heavy armor, ornate armor, heavy weapons, counts toward fitness, some other things. So, frankly, I think I'm just gonna wait. There's no point in me spending points until I've unlocked a class. Mainly just because I want to have a general idea of, like, what I'm going for. I think I'm gonna go for, like, a melee bruiser type, just because it seems kind of the simplest, question mark? At least early on. Yeah, this looks real nice. The water is giving me, like, very strong Baldur's Gate 3
never fought the likes of a
vibes.
griffin before, but if you are victorious, people will sing your legend. Crabs, you know what to do.
And I really appreciate that they've added this dodge roll. I think they added it to Grim Dawn as well. Though, for Grim Dawn, I'm mostly looking forward to actually having, yeah, I can't get to that yet. Oh. I'm really looking forward to Grim Dawn's newest DLC. I think that's when I finally will go back and do a full playthrough, finally. Taking me a long time to get there. Same weapon, but I like this one.
Here we are. This place was built ages ago by the Mycenaeans. The heroes of old received the gods' gifts at this shrine. You'll need its blessing to stand against the griffin.
Me in, let me in, let me in. I want my class. There we go. Mysterious cave.
Careful. The priests of Mycenae protect their shrines, even beyond the grave.
Boy, you'd think the priests of Mycenae would actually do, like, a decent job taking care of their dead and just leaving them here on their own. I don't know if I knew that we had, like, skeletal buddies that, you know, help protect the shrine. I'd probably work on, well, outfitting them, more armor, taking care of them, making sure the place isn't crumbling on them. Might just be a me thing. Okay, can we actually swap weapons? No.
Doors
Okay.
sealed. Give me a moment. Fight them off while I unseal this door.
Okay, there we go. Trapped in a corner. Not great.
There. Through here.
So that's the number of health potions I have. I guess they must recover over time. Another double axe. I'm pretty sure most of these are garbage, but you never know. The main question is whether or not I can actually, if it's worth hoarding these things, or if I should only pick up things like above a certain quality. Considering I can town portal at any point, that gives me at least a little bit of
The ancient
leeway?
Mycenaeans called this the Shrine of Divine Mastery.
And so it was foretold by the fates that the son of Thetis would outstrip his father in glory, so no god wanted to associate with the nymph. But she married the mortal Peleus, and when her son was born, she brought him to the Shrine of Divine Mastery to receive his gifts. Achilles was his name, the greatest of all the Greeks.
Only those the shrine chooses can receive its blessing. You're the finest I've ever trained. Go on. See if the shrine answers to you.
You have been measured. Rise and accept your blessing.
Done it. Alright, so we can pick Earth, Storm, or Warfare. Oh. Okay, there's probably going to be there's probably going to be more of these. So preview, Earth, roiling magma, fissure, strike damage in a line, fire damage, fire projectiles from your head, target location, explode, earthquake, ring of fire, ignite, target enemy is set on fire, earth enchantment. I think we also just level up the class to that. And then these are probably more passives. So grand magic, so bonus spell damage, bonus energy, maximum energy, burn chance, burn power, concussive force, physical damage, stagger chance, stun, fire, fire damage. When you kill a burning enemy, you have a chance to cause an explosion. Okay, so that's some options. What about warfare? So weapon damage, weapon attack speed, I like those. Physical damage, bleed and stagger. Well below 50% health, heal up. Projectile damage and hit an enemy with a melee skill. Chance for increased damage and movement speed for a second. For each enemy within a 12-meter radius, extra damage. Chance to gain rage. Let's see, dodge cooldown speed and more armor. Sweeping strike, heavy attack. Leap, doomhorn, weakens enemies. Stomp, barrage. And then rain of arrows. I guess let's take a look at Storm while we're here, just to see. So spell damage, cast speed, energy regen, projectile homing. So that's kind of good. Whenever you use an active non-channel skill, chance to hit a random enemy with a lightning strike. Let's see, call lightning down on the target. Fire ice shards. Throw a bolt of lightning. Does lightning damage. Infinite penetration. Always fires one projectile. Additional projectiles split off of the first hit. Aura. 18 meter radius. Allies gain extra cold and lightning damage. And then a cyclone. 4 cold damage in a radius. Recast to reposition and refresh the duration. Interesting. I will admit, Storm actually seems like it's the most fun. So sure, I'll go Storm. Level up active skills by clicking their respective plus. Cool. Well. Unlock at level 4. Okay, so I have passive points and active points. I think I'm just going to put points into that. Call lightning or ice shards. Projectile versus spell area. I'm just going to set that up. Then attributes. Which one of these was poison and lightning, fire and cold? Alright, so I go knowledge. Sure. I'm a wizard, I suppose.
No. This shouldn't be happening.
Is something the matter?
You saw how the shrine reacted. That corruption. Gods. I thought we had more time.
Time for what?
No matter. Go. You have the shrine's blessing. You can face the griffin without me. I have other preparations to make. I'll meet you on the mountain. You must slay the griffin. You can do this.
Okay. Well. Oh. I'm not sure if I like one as my primary, like, means of attack here. I was really hoping I could rebind it as my right click. But it won't let me. And I mean, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I want to see if I can really boost my spells homing. This is your journey. The world of Titan Quest II is handcrafted and full of secrets, adventures, mythological creatures to discover. Every location is marked. Explore, pay attention to the environment, and talk to NPCs. Cool.
May you run forever in the Elysian fields. Oh, hello. Sorry, I just buried Patricus. The Griffin. I know I always said Aristano was too hard on you. I thought training every day was pointless. Protea Island is safe. How terribly quickly things can change. The dogs and I were out hunting rabbit. Then a shadow came over us. I wasn't quick enough.
I will avenge Patricus.
Thank you. Make the monster pay. Here, I've got some hunting supplies that might help when you face it.
Okay, so I could buy stuff. Mostly I think we want to just sell things. Yeah, I think most of these aren't really going to be specifically any better or worse. What about this one? Nope. Alright. So now I could actually buy something. We do have the Winged Thunder Staff. That's a common. Yeah, strike armor, cooldown speed, vigor, energy, poison resistance, tough iron ring, strike armor. Like I could grab this one. Yeah, there's the resistant ember ring of life. I think we just leave it. I don't think we think too hard about any of those. We'll get plenty of stuff as I just go along.
Kill them! Kill the wolves! You useless meat sack! Who taught you to fight? Damn it! Will someone get me out of this corpse's bag? Well, what are you waiting for? Pick me up! Yes, I'm stuck in this jar. No, you can't open it. But you can take me to the Shrine of Hermes in the cave southwest of here, so that craven cur can fix this.
Yeah, I think we might want to snag the lightning strike as well. The ice bolt seems pretty good for a single target, especially if I can invest pretty hard into homing. We will see. I'm noticing my character has a bad tendency to just whiff shots. Punch the microphone. Hopefully that isn't too much of a problem. Let's see. Yeah, nothing else of meaning in here. That's fine. I'm really liking where this is going. How to describe it? There's a lot of Greek myth games, but I don't usually vibe with most of them. And this one actually seems a little bit more grounded than most. Like, Hades is nice, but you're not really seeing Greece ever. It's kind of implied that bad things are happening on the surface, but you never see it because it's the gods doing god things. Whereas, I don't know, Titan Quest always felt a little bit more like boots on the ground-y, and that's something I enjoy. I don't necessarily know where I'm going, so I guess we're just kind of on a wander. We'll just see what happens. And I'll have to figure out... Oh. So I get extra healing potions based on filling this meter up. Got it. Okay, do I have... Oh, I do have 2 more passive points. What I want to get is this one, the projectile damage and projectile homing. Oh. Respec mode. Okay, so it would cost gold. But what I was thinking is, going for this and going really hard on projectile homing and range, I might be able to have the ice shotgun go really far. Okay, arcane influx, feats. Extra energy regeneration, less max energy, more free energy reservation. Or ether shield, while above 50% energy, 10% of damage taken absorbed by energy. I don't know. I like the idea of free reservation. I think I'm going to leave that for now. Oh, so we can also get modifiers. Okay, so that gets me 3 spot. Oh, this is so nice. When you hit a frozen target, it causes an ice explosion. Penetrates targets, more projectile speed. More projectiles, less damage. Improves homing strength, more projectile range. No penalty for consecutive hits. Less damage, less projectile speed. Oh. Projectile spiral outwards. Requires homing first. That's fascinating. Deals additional cold damage equal to reserved energy. Huh. Okay. Projectile shot in random directions. I think let's just max out Torrent for the time being. It's probably the most immediately valuable. This is a nice customization system. I could see it feeling a little static after, like, too much play. But compared to prior games, it's got a lot of good ideas. Okay. Magos robes, plated robes. Yeah, so let's just invest in that. Might not be a bad idea to invest a little bit into vigor just for health, but for now, eh. Okay. So, kind of downside on some of this. Let's see. Yeah, small downside on some of this. I think we might want that homing. At least a little bit of it. There we go. Okay, so C? No, X. Okay, let's go back into this. Let's lose one of those for improved homing strength. Because, yeah, what I want to see is if I can get it so that it's hyper snacking. A bunch of ice on the same enemies. Okay, so this is not worth it. The reduced damage is brutal. Let's nix that. Random directions. I think I'm going to go for just the explosion, just to give myself that little bit of an AoE. Just to see what I can do with it. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on the ground that I'm getting. Oh, no. I could have gone out this direction. But then again, this looks kind of dead-end-ish. So maybe we're fine. I think I can also just, like, warp from zone to zone.
The griffin!
Or not.
No! The village!
You're not a moment early. Where's Aristino? The Griffin's cult is almighty Zeus. I don't understand. Why would anyone want to steal gold for a Griffin?
Some people just like violence.
You're right about that. These cultists are no better than beasts.
Oops. Well, I can't talk to him again. It's fine. Interesting. Oh, I can break that. Let's see. No way for me to pull that up.
The houses! There are people still...
Oh, Harry! Please smite these thieves!
Yeah, unfortunately I'm not applying enough cold here.
Thank you!
Or maybe I am. Is a little tricky to tell. On the plus side. Nope. There's one left. There we go. Is there anything in here? Okay, the interior of that house has not been added to the game yet. And there will be a merchant there eventually. Okay, I'm assuming we have to save everybody first. Maybe it is actually doing that AoE. It's tricky to tell.
Please,
I do... Oh, I should see if I can actually do this with controller controls. Let's give that a shot. Oh, yeah, this is going to be much smoother.
Griffin worshippers. Good riddance.
Because yeah, I was wondering why the controls felt a little scuffed. And the answer is, yeah, I'm probably... Well, oddly enough, this is probably better...
Teach you any manners.
Okay, nope, that's not it. Oh boy. Yeah, so I drank all my potions like a fool.
Go back to your
Nope.
griffin, thief! No way. Is it
Probably
going to come out now?
better not. Well, at least we level up. That was a little bit more scuffed than I wanted it to be. Let's see. Unfortunately... Oops. Unfortunately, this is using the Xbox buttons as opposed to my PlayStation controller, and so I'm getting the controls messed up.
This is the third time in as many months. We have to put a stop to it. The Griffin's leading them. We have to...
Well, look who's grown a spine. Which one of you is responsible for this pathetic attempt at resistance?
Who are you calling pathetic?
You like playing the hero, do you? Then fight me. My master will enjoy using your corpse as a plaything.
Not another attack! I'll protect the villagers. You take care of the cultists.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kite. The thing is... There's a whole mess of them. Okay, oh, that's the leader there. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea for me to invest at least a little bit into movement speed here. Okay, so this is just a bodyguard. Oh, he dead. Yeah, pretty easy. I think I might want to swap my weapon out with a... Well, staff, really. When I get the chance.
That Griffin is a curse on us all. We can't keep fending off these attacks.
Then we have to hunt it down.
Not me. I'm too old to go chasing down Griffins. But you... Which god gave you those gifts? The cultists blocked the path up the mountain, but there's another way, through the ruins. Take it, and teach those cultists a lesson while you're at it. Don't forget to destroy the Griffin's nest, too. We can't risk another Griffin moving in.
First things first, at the very least, oh yeah, we should go shopping. Because, yeah, I should not be running around with...
Cult took most of it, but I salvaged what I could. I'll give you a good price, if it'll help defeat the Griffin.
Okay, how do I swap? Oh, inventory. Alright. And I think we just sell everything. Right, stick to compare. I mean, I guess this one's good. Or, it's good, but it makes me look dumb. And doesn't really make too much of a difference. Let's see. I think pretty much all this stuff we just get rid of. Oh, okay, so this one gives me... Yeah. Bonus energy armor. This... Nah. Don't think we want any of those. Okay, so I could buy some things. There's a fire triad staff. There's the coiled ice staff of recovery. I don't have that much money. I guess I'm just going to buy the staff. And sell this. And who knows, maybe the fire triad staff would have been fine. Probably. But at least now I got a staff. A stick. Okay, so we want to do attributes. Yeah, let's just put some points into vigor just to give me some base health. And all of my other stats. Okay, this is a little slow. I can use keyboard and mouse for some of this. So when do I get access to this? Level 10? Not sure. So this only has 1 feat. Energy regen, free energy shield. Max energy unlocks ether shield. So I think I'm just going to go for energy regen at the moment. And then, yeah, let's start putting points into scaling my damage up. And for now, yeah, let's just keep focusing on this. Let's lose Frost Explosion in favor of Penetration. More projectile speed, less damage per penetrated target. But at least that should work against groups. Okay, next order of business is... Nope, map. Okay, we've got a handful of areas we haven't been to yet. Oh, but can I not free warp? Looks like I can't. What? Okay, confusing. There we go. Because yeah, I'd like to make sure that I see everything that I can in the early stages. Part of it is don't want to miss anything. Part of it is also just I kind of want to draw the beginning out a little bit and just get as much, see as much as I can. Because I don't really care to go super duper far on a preview, if that makes sense. That I want to be as unspoiled as I can be going into this. Okay, how do I attack? This is how I attack. Better... Nope. Sorry, the left bumper icon is, like, directly above my spell. So I'm absolutely going to just quaff all of my potions reflexively trying to kill something. It's very funny. Well, I at least feel like I'm doing a lot of damage here. Snakes. Okay. Recurve bow and whatever this guy had on him. Whatever these guys had on them. Yeah, I'll take it. Snake. Snake. And later we can mess around with, like, homing and seeing what that does and what it's good for. Okay, there was definitely... Oh, right. Back down the way we came. Take the other branch, just to see where that goes. If either of the paths had had some kind of run fast option, I very much would have gone for that. But alas. Man, what I wouldn't give for the... Oh, man. What I wouldn't give for Square Enix to hire somebody to make a Final Fantasy, like, hack and slash action RPG in this vein, with the same, like, class combination in the same way that, like, Final Fantasy Tactics works. Maybe a little bit deeper just to allow for extra build crafting. As a kid, I used to play a unholy amount of Warcraft 3, and one of my absolute favorite elements of that game.
This is the cave. Hope you're a better fighter than the last guy.
One of my absolute favorite, like, custom maps was the... I don't know if it was called Final Fantasy Tactics or it was just Final Fantasy. Wow, this is just shredding these guys.
Put me on the shrine. Go on. I suppose you're expecting a reward now. Fine. Now get out of here. Your job is done.
Deadly heavy bow sling.
You've had your fun. Let me out of this jar so I can rip your throat out. Please? Hermes. Hermes!
That's probably a reference to some Greek myth I do not know. Well, nice part is, eventually, when this game comes out, I'll play this with Shell. And she can just tell me. Okay, the ice projectiles are definitely carrying now. Now that we've actually put some effort into it. Ooh, I like the little, like, secret puzzle. It means very little, but it's still charming. Let's see. And I'm assuming this just takes me back to places I've already been before. You need to tell me I could have actually just walked in there a long time ago. Oops. Well, whatever. Let's see. What's it going to say? Personal portal's active. Interact with the waypoint. Yeah, it's easy enough. I guess let's go back to the merchant, sell whatever we've picked up.
Give that
Let's see. I want to look at this one. Insight. Probably. Ooh, 16% crit chance, though. Might be better. Okay. Resistant Magos Chitin of Life. Ooh, is good. Do I have the money? Yes. Might as well spend it. I mean, what else am I going to do? Okay. And just kind of keep scooting through here, Snake. Yeah, it's feeling like my class is working out reasonably well for me. I think I'm going to go back to just investing into knowledge. Because I think that just scales up how much damage I do, maybe. Yeah, Ice Nova, chance to freeze. Doesn't actually say how much it does for freeze. Let's see, Storm Nimbus, which is very good. Yeah, do I just keep investing into this one? I might as well. It keeps boosting its damage. So this makes it so more projectile speed. Penetrates extra targets. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not hitting frozen targets. I don't know if it's really necessary for that. Okay, let's try something slightly different. Just to see. Okay, I thought the projectiles were supposed to rotate around me. They aren't. I'm not complaining too much. So, yeah, let's probably just get rid of that. Because, yeah, whatever this was doing. Spiral towards and circle you. Homing projectiles return to circle you. Less speed, more range. Oh, so here's the one problem. I'm sacrificing a boatload of damage here. And there's currently no way to boost it. What would this one have had? Because, yeah, I think the homing projectile thing ain't working as much as I was hoping for. So what if I ditch all of this? Yeah, let's try the lightning. Seems to cap out at 96 gold. Okay, repeats time in 1 second intervals. Less damage, higher energy cost. More damage. Hits after... Okay, so it's a delayed impact. Directly use... Enemies in a 3-meter radius around the target have a chance to be hit by the lightning strike. I like that. Rage on hit, more damage per rage. That's okay. Added ailment chance. Okay, unused gain overload. More damage and more cast speed. Less energy cost. Deals energy drain damage in a radius. The problem is, none of these really scale the damage that well. But whatever. Okay, I will bite. It's a fun move. I think the only problem is it's kind of expensive. On the plus side, now we can actually start investing in that energy regen again. Okay, it looks like we get more potions, but the potions are over time. Let's see. Yeah, so these pigs are durable. And yeah, I might want to look into the delayed hits. And some other things. Let's see. How do I attack? This is how I attack. You'd think I'd remember that. But it's kind of easy to miss because I don't do the attack that often. And yeah, this is doing the AoE I was hoping for. It just eats mana like nobody's business. But I can quaff potions to kind of solve most of my problems. Boy, my staff has a very slow attack speed, though. I might have to rethink some of these things. Oh, nice. You can actually just hop from one point to the next. Kind of worthless. There's not really much of a reason for it, but nice that I can. Okay. It's giving me a pointer go all the way over there. Yeah, it seems like I'm just better off casting constantly. And aggressively. So what is this? Climb? Climb. Is the griffin nest just at the top of this? Guess so. Or, oh no, this is the runes passage. So which direction am I going? Probably not over here. Yeah, this is just bonus. Bonus and snakes! Okay, grab the axe, if I can. Get another staff. Yeah, I'll have to look into mage weapons that are a little zippier. But I might also look into other builds. I'm digging being a Ice Thunder wizard, but a lot of the boons are kind of hit and miss.
State your wish.
Wish to receive the god's blessing.
You have already received the blessing of the gods. How dare you ask for another? Prove your worth.
Tanky skeletons.
You have been measured.
So does this give me the other
You have
class?
been found. Worthy. Come and receive your blessing.
Okay, so we can pick Earth or Warfare. Definitely Earth. Okay, so what do we have? Fires a projectile, explodes on contact with enemies or obstacles, deals damage in a radius. Or Fissure, split the area in front of you for strike damage in a line. Area projectile, strike over... Okay, extra spell damage. Okay, so I have one passive and active point that I could spend on something. More spell damage, more max energy. More max energy, increased maximum energy. So not too much. I guess the main question is, what are these? On explosion, skill sends 6 to 9 rock fragments in all directions, dealing extra pierce damage. For every 30 energy spent on use, deals more damage and gain an overload stack. Let's see, overload. Oh, so you take damage for overload. Let's see. Consume overwhelm. Explosion deals energy spent on the skill as additional fire damage. Does not explode on contact with enemies. Oh, but you have to use it again to explode. I mean, that's pretty good. Sad thing is, I think I'm going to go back to focusing on this. More energy regen and max energy? Yeah. And more on this. Oh. I could have been putting points into all of these things. Well, next level. Can I increase one of these? Deals 8 energy drain damage. Enemies lose. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'll try the repetition just to see what that does.
Rise, twice blessed of the gods.
Oh, they were generous early. Oop, that's not the button. This is the button. Okay, that seems like it's going to be kind of fun. Now that I've got 2 points in it, it's a net 0 in terms of damage, and if I get 1 more point in it, it's a net positive. And yeah, I can just stack a hell of a lot of bonus lightning on things and just let them melt. Shame it's not very good at taking out, like, boxes and barrels and stuff. Not that it directly needs to. Snag that. What else have we got in here? A lot of stuff. If the boxes and barrels are really close together, I guess it's good at taking them out. Yeah, this is especially good against groups of enemies that have, like, one lead unit that I can blast to hell. There we go. There's always a secret door. Well, not always. Yeah, I'm really digging the whole lightning strikes 2-3 times. I think I might also mess around with the slight delay, because the thing is, it still hits them. It's not like other delayed abilities where you have to, like, line up the hit, which is why I was kind of originally leery about the idea of it. In this one, it just means that my damage is on a slight delay, which is slightly risky, but if I can use that to, like, scale up damage, it's worth it.
No one's crazy enough to go through the ruins.
Didn't take long for them to be proven wrong. Is that just somebody going, what, in the background? Might have been. Let super lightning spam take them all out. Yeah, if I can just invest in my movement speed just a little bit so I can run circles around things as I wait for the lightning to strike them down, should work. Yeah, I might mess around a little bit with some of my buttons and settings. Yeah, they all just blast each other. I might mess with some of my buttons and settings, if only because hitting the up on the D-pad to pull my potion is slightly annoying. I don't... Oh, right trigger and left trigger other abilities, but I only have one. Frankly, I think I'd just get rid of my regular attack, if anything. I'm like, I can hit the potion button, it's not that bad. Inventory is full, excuse me. Back to the village. Okay, so the other question was... I'm just going to keep investing in that. Okay, so I actually have a couple of things. Oh! Acquire Divinity level 6. So what does this do? I'm probably just going to get rid of these. But yeah, we get a bunch of extra stuff. Ooh. Extra vitality damage. Huh. I guess these have to be for every single spec, rather than specific to the one thing. So I could also invest into dodge. So cooldown charges, dodge distance, dodge speed, and iframes. Phase to target location, but longer cooldown. After dodge, increase speed for a little while, but it cools down slower. Cause an explosion that does damage when you dodge. Those are some fun options. What else do we have? Increased barrier decay rate. Increased global free barrier. Unused barrier decay, huh. Reduce global max barrier. Regenerate health equal to 4% of current barriers, so it can heal you. For 2 seconds after use, you heal for 100% of damage taken. Oh, these are fun. I don't think I'm going to invest into any of them. The main question was mostly, how do I raise my divinity level? Because it says required divinity 6. Unless it has to be these down here. Could be. But that didn't seem to boost it at all. So, I don't actually rightly know. Okay, what's the next one? Ailment chance. Don't know if I can do extra with that. So that's more damage, but hits after a little while. Oh, higher energy cost too. So I think I'll wait on that one. How do I see what my divinity level is? Because in previous games, you specifically would raise your divinity level or your class level by just investing points in it. You get, like, flat stats.
Give that grip.
This doesn't seem to have that. Attack speed 1 times, so that might be a little slow. I mean, this is massively better. So, okay, increased attack cooldown speed. Oh, but this one's giving me the energy regen. Yeah, I should probably actually equip some of these items. Yeah, I feel bad if I'm missing something crucial here. It doesn't seem like there's anything else, so I guess we just head back to the portal. Because, yeah, I was kind of under the assumption that I would be able to put points into my divinity level, but it's not... If I can, it's not clear, and it didn't seem like investing into my basic abilities was doing the trick. Man, if I can have the energy regen to keep this stable, we are going to be unstoppable. That lightning spell is nasty. Because, yeah, it hits every target around, hits multiple times. Oh, and even if you kill an enemy with it, the survivors still get potentially zapped. So there's kind of no reason not to just overcast it a bit. Except for the fact that it's really hard on my energy levels. Oh, that's especially good against these chunker dudes. You will reach me someday. Maybe. Excuse me, I'm out of mana. Okay, so we got some dags down there. Not gonna be able to reach it, though. Break that. And stay out of the big flame barrier, just because. There we go. Guess that was the bandit camp. I'm kind of curious about this whole people worshipping this griffin thing. I wouldn't have thought, like, I guess griffins are somewhat mythological. I mean, they absolutely are. I just wouldn't have expected them to be something worthy of being worshipped. Maybe revered, kind of like on a smaller cultural level of like, yeah, you know, we really like the griffins in our, you know, in our region, and they've kind of become sort of sacred creatures as part of that. There's that as an option, but the idea of like actually worshipping one feels weird. But who knows, maybe I'm definitely not as like well versed in Greek mythology as probably I should be. It's one of those where like most of my information comes from modern Greek media. So like Hades or Titan Quest or stuff like that. I still gotta go back and actually finish Titan Quest. It was one of those where I never actually finished the original one. I guess I'm going to put a personal portal down. Oh. But I have to go through it anyway. It's not a problem. Let's see. Toggle portals. Ah, there we go. I wonder if the griffin is actually like the end. There we go. Oh, I should be fine. Only thing really that could be a problem is my gear and equipment isn't that great.
Well,
that's a pretty bird.
If it isn't the hero of Proti Village. Come to bask in my presence, have you? Be warned, my servants were weak, but I am as terrible as I am beautiful.
Zap. 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 Hope you enjoyed the zip zaps. Ow, that hurt actually. I'm stuck. That suck. You are not fated to die here. Okay. The problem is... Now where do I go? Overpowered. Okay. Could go there. Is there anything else? Nope, that's pretty much it. Like, I guess I could swap some gear. Main problem is I'm just so agonizingly slow. Okay. Tricky. Yeah, I think I don't have the best gear, is part of my problem. I was kind of lazy because I didn't need to care up until now, and now I do. Okay, well, I might as well go for the heal. And just run away. She's gonna do the leap at some point. That's the only thing that I really need to be afraid of. Everything else is kind of manageable. Ow. Okay. Yeah, stay away from the wind zaps. Keep stacking those. Well, that didn't kill me this time. Ow. Okay, gotta make sure I have at least one dodge left. Avoided it? Yeah, we're good. It was just mostly just not getting stomped on. Earn divinity points. Use them to increase your masteries. Oh. Okay, so divinity points are like a requisite resource that we get from clearing certain bosses.
At last. Do you know who I am? No, I didn't think so. You're oblivious to your fate. She did a good job hiding you from me. Aristono, my priestess. But she couldn't hide you forever. I am Retribution herself. And you were marked for punishment long ago.
Goddess! Stop! I beg you! There's no justice in this punishment.
Justice? Ha! We're all just flies in the spider web of the fates. Blame them, not me.
Arayan! Now! Go! Run! I'll distract her. Get to the caves! The cliff! Hurry!
Run as far as you like. I will always pursue.
Is there something here? No. Yeah, so we definitely want to invest in our dodge a little bit better.
I am showing you mercy.
Yeah, invest in our dodge and our shield a little bit.
What will you do when she's no longer there to protect you?
Because you're having the shields... Having the shield effect... Oh.
She found you. When you used the mastery shrines, it must have alerted her to your presence. I bought her some time, but we need to move. Nemesis' servants will be close by.
Well, credit where credit's due. There we go. If I can actually hit them? I'm noticing my character is having some issues actually targeting things.
No,
That's fine.
That was the goddess Nemesis. The truth is, she's wanted to destroy you since you were a baby.
So we were actually like much more of a specific main character on this one. We're still kind of a
faithful priestess. When she demanded I bring you to her for punishment.
We're still kind of nameless and faceless, but at least we have like kind of a backstory here. I mean, I guess Diablo 3, your character was one of the Nephilim, so you had kind of a backstory going on. Killing them so far away they can't handle it. I'll definitely have to keep investing in... Oh, was I... No, it was definitely magic damage. I'll have to keep investing in mana regen. Being able to cast this spell...
I couldn't do it. What could an infant do to deserve eternal punishment?
Being able to cast this spell
There, the boat.
limitlessly would be
As
absurd.
long as you're on this island, Nemesis is a threat to everyone here. We need to leave. We need to sail for Pyrgos. There's an entrance near there to the realm of the Moirai, the goddesses of fate.
By the Moirai.
Nemesis fears you because of a prophecy. I don't know what prophecy, but the Moirai will be able to tell us. Here, wear this. Cover your face. And take this charm.
What is it?
My horse charm. It belongs to an old friend. It will protect you. And remember, seek the Moirai Temple.
Judgment!
Go!
So brave Aristano perished. And the mortal fled. Storm-tossed, they sank beneath the waters, crying out for a protector.
I like the little illustrated cutscenes. They're fun. Anyway, I completed the demo for Titan Quest 2. Hope you had fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more of this. I absolutely adored the first game. I adored Grim Dawn, and I'm going to adore this. Is it actually the same studio? I'm pretty sure, well, I know Crate Entertainment is still pretty active, so I'd assume it's them. But no, this is Grimlore Games. So these are actually, oh, this is a really good match. So unlike Titan Quest 1 and Grim Dawn, this is not actually being made by the same people, Crate Entertainment, who must be working on their own thing. Maybe, well, I know they're working on a DLC for Grim Dawn. I don't know what else they're working on. But this is actually being made by the Spellforce developers, which is fine, actually. I think this is a good IP for them to play around with, and they've made great games up until now. So, sure. I think the one thing I'd say is the tutorial island was maybe a little bit flat. There wasn't really a whole lot going on. And it doesn't feel like there's that many good cross synergies yet between the different classes. One thing that Grim Dawn did especially well was like proc abilities and whatnot. And I'm not seeing that here, which I think is going to be one potential concern I have. That you seemingly can't tie any of your abilities together to do interesting things. It's just one ability is an island with a lot of customization options. Like, there's stuff to do there, but that I would invest all into like one move, and then investing in some other move would not benefit that move in any way, shape, or form. I guess that's kind of how it works in so many other hack and slash action RPGs, but I really enjoyed having proc effects in Grim Dawn, especially because you could stack so many of them so that like you would attack and shoot projectiles and explode and do a bunch of other stuff simultaneously. Also would love to see some more like kind of active or reactive abilities. We had like a damage aura, but it would have been nice if like there were some more active abilities that only trigger. I mean, really, I think just having some proc abilities that you could like link. Really, yeah, if you could stitch certain spells together, maybe. Of like, hey, if you hit a frozen enemy with lightning, it then triggers this third ability or something like that. And you could kind of like chain and do some other stuff within that. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing. And that, you know, from what I saw, it was a perfectly fine experience. It was a lot of fun. The different moves and the sub-customization within all of them has a lot of promise. I think the one thing I would say is I really liked the customization options, but so many of them had so many punishing negatives with no way to crawl out of it. Like, I wanted to have more projectiles and homing, but that reduced my maximum damage by, I think it was 86%? It was something, like, absurd like that. Maybe it's not a flat cumulative, and so it was only reducing it by a little bit every time. But even then, it was one of those where, like, I'd like to be able to fire a ton of projectiles and have them home in, and to have them then only do, like, a small fraction of the full damage was kind of rough. So I just had to turn that off, and then I was like, actually, but what if I did lightning? And that was just better. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine, and once the game is actually fully out and has more features, more passives, more things to play around with, I think it'll shine even more. We will see, but for now at least, I do not know when the demo is going to be available. Supposedly there's a playtest going on right now. You might even be able to sign up through the Steam page. It says, okay. So it looks like you can request access through Titan Quest 2 Steam. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to try and apply for the playtest yourselves and give it a shot. It looks like it might just be something that you, oh yeah, I think you could just request access through the Steam page. So hopefully you can get in if you want to give it a shot and try some of the other classes and builds and whatnot. But I guess for now at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.